So, hello everyone. I am currently using a new streaming program, so to all of those who are watching this in the past or in the future and not live, I'll just kind of figure out if this is working, because I think I just changed the live stream from one live stream to another. I'm not quite sure, so I'll just check it out right here. So press here maybe, yeah, like that. Just need screen over here. Yeah, so this is pretty annoying. Now I have voice like that. So we are getting some comments. So hello everyone. The comments should be on the screen, but they aren't. So just try to check something, because again, this is the first time I'm using this kind of program. And I'll just check out if I can reset this and say done. The comments are supposed to pop on over here on the left side of the screen right here. So hello everybody, hello Antscapes, hello Weapons, shit. Oh yeah, perfect. Now we have some words on the screen. So what's up everybody? Hello Ants Sweden. I'm in Sweden. Okay, hello in Sweden. Hello to everyone. So as you can see, we do have a little bit of updated graphic compared to my last live stream, with both a number of current viewers and subscribers. Now I'm not sure if the subscribers over here are working or not. Only the future will tell. But hello everyone. We are just currently gaining some people. So hello to VB Tor. V023, very nice name, and Ants Jr., hello to you, and Ant Warriors, hello to you as well. So yeah, let's just see, are there any topics? Yeah, thank you, it is working, so thank you. Yeah, okay, that's kind of weird. So it's working. Oh wait, this is weird. I'm getting some different comments on. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, that doesn't matter. So, guys, do you just want to get straight into some of my questions, or do you have any topics we should bring up? Some random topics? I don't know. Hello, everyone. Again, this is. I'm still pretty awkward at streaming because I do. Well, my last one was in December, and I told everyone that I would stream again in January, and it isn't quite January today, so. Yeah, what's up everyone? How are you all doing? I have just eaten a good, nice homemade pizza, so that's very nice. My fiance made a pizza for me, so I'm a happy man now. And yeah, just gotta do a little bit of streaming before I gotta go to bed and go early up to do some work, because that's how the adult life is. So, what's up everyone? I will go over and check some of the questions now on Instagram. I did ask if anybody had any questions on Instagram, but you know, just like my podcast I'm doing with JB, the Colonialist, and Ants Hood and My Living World Ants, I'll just go the topic. I'll go the way that the people want me to go. So, but for now, we have some funny people. I think that's the stomach thing. I don't know. But, so I have some of the Instagram questions on some pictures here. And, well, let's just go with the simple one. We have Stanley who asked, which editing software are you currently using? And I am currently using Sony Vegas Pro 17. I have always used Sony Vegas. I started making small YouTube videos a lot of years ago. Well, I started with Sony Vegas 13 because my brother used it, and then I went to 14 and 15 and now 17, and it's just a very simple program that I like and I'm familiar with it. So yeah. So Ants Jr., yes, I am doing chat questions, so just ask whatever you want and I'll try to answer with the knowledge that I have in my head. So hello to everyone again. If there are some new people joining, I see we have currently 5 people watching. I don't know if that's correct or not. I think it's correct. So hello to all of you 5. So, yes. Yeah, I have some good Kevin MacLeod questions in the music in the background. He's also always my go-to guy with music. It's nice and calm, and it's always good for some good Ant videos. But yeah, the editing software I'm currently using is Sony Vegas Pro 17, yeah, together with my Adobe Photoshop that I use for my thumbnails. And I am currently just using a very old webcam, so that's why it may be going a little bit in and out of focus, because, well, in my last stream, I don't know how many of you were here in December when I streamed last time. I had it on my camera, the stream, and everything just failed and went really bad. So that's not something we're gonna talk about. So Ants Jr. asked, how's your Alicia Snyder experiment going? And by the way, if I'm looking down here, that's because that's where I have the chat. So I also have a Danish question, but we'll take that in a minute. So, well, how's my Alicia Snyder experiment going? It's going good and bad. So to anyone who doesn't know, I'm doing a Alicia Snyder experiment with 3 queen colonies and 2 queen colonies and 1 queen colonies. And, well, the 3 bee colony haven't made it out of hibernation. I will do a big video about them in the, I don't know, in 2 weeks time or something. I'm receiving some nests from Aesthetic Ants pretty soon. So go check him out if you haven't checked him out. I think you know him if you know me, because we're pretty good friends, and the camera didn't want to focus once again. So, well, I'll make a big video about them in the near future, but they are doing good, 2 of my colonies at least. I will just be focusing on the 2A colony and the 2B colony and the 3A colony. That's what I will be focusing on, as those are the main colonies. So I'll just find, I had a Danish question, but I can't see it. It's very weird because I have a chat over here, and then I have the live stream chat that's right here, and they are not matched. So I'll just go over to my YouTube over here. So I think it might be a To be honest, I'm not quite sure of the Danish question. It says, where have you bought your blade? Oh, yes. It's a question about my leaf cutters, which I'm currently waiting for. It is from Antscanada, so he is the store I am talking to about the leaf cutters. But that whole project is still just on hold due to COVID, because, well, COVID is a bad thing for traveling, and Antscanada needs to travel to get the leaf cutters because they are in another country, and he has to take them and bring them home to the UK, then look at them in the UK, and then bring them home to Denmark, to where I live. So hello to everyone. We're now up to 11 viewers, if that's correct. It looks like it's correct. So hello everyone. If you have any questions, now it's out of focus again. So this camera is clearly a bit too old to do this job after many years of service. So hello to everyone. Hello to KS, and hello to everyone. I'm just currently asking some of the questions that you ask, so just ask some questions. So I'll go over here and look, because I think this comment right here is a better. What we have just released the comment on the show. The screen took 4 minutes to show. The screen took like 4 minutes to realize that. Yeah, YouTube is a bit slow sometimes. That's just how YouTube is sometimes. So, really exciting for the leaf cutters. Yeah, I am really excited for the leaf cutters as well. Just, it's really annoying that I can't get them, because I have this whole setup ready, and yeah, it's just, when I my brother's here as well. So hello to Hufflepuff. So when I originally wanted the leaf cutters, I talked with Antscanada, and he had them out of stock because of COVID had started, and that's just how it is. Good afternoon to Antboy UK. Well, I have pretty much just unboxed a nest from you, so hello to you. And, well, I was supposed to get the leaf cutters, and then he didn't have them, so I had to just make the setup, which was good because I hadn't made the setup at that time, so it was good that I had a few weeks to make the setup, and it took a little bit longer than planned. But then the setup was finished, and well, the leaf cutters just couldn't arrive. So the good thing about the leaf cutters being a little bit delayed wasn't so good after all. So I have another question. How's your Alicia's flowers colony coming along? Also Cockerelli. Well, let's start with the flowers. The flowers, actually, it's all my ants just not in a good state right now. My Alicia's flowers colony was about to move from one test tube to another, and the test tube started drowning, and I had a lot of problems with my flowers because they're so stubborn and they didn't want to move. So after around 3 weeks of them just not wanting to move, I had to push them down into the new test tube because they were starting to leak water, and that's of course something you don't want inside a test tube. But even after I pushed the queens down there, they didn't want to take the workers didn't want to take the brood with them, so I had to manually go in and take the brood out and deliver it to the workers, and it took like 2 hours to make that. So yeah, they had a bad start of the year also after a little bit of a hunting disaster where I fed them some honey, and I'm not sure if it got old or something, but for some reason that day, the day I fed that honey, it killed ants, or it killed workers in 4 out of 6 colonies, and that was the first time I ever had, well, workers dying of honey, so it was a really big disaster. And with that being said, the flowers colony will be updated next week, so next Sunday in 7 days time I will update them. And yeah, I have 1,678 subscribers. That's of course how many subscribers I have. Half the fluffer. It's not the viewers and the subscribers. Just kidding. But my Cockerelli colony. So I'll just go a little bit up in my comments over here on the left side because people are going crazy. Hello to everyone. There's a lot of people watching. 13 people, as you can see in the screen. Let's see. Yeah, also Cockerelli. Yeah, my Cockerelli colony sadly isn't doing too well. For some reason they had a die-off in 2 of the workers died, and I started looking at them. The next day a 3rd worker had died, and then a 4th worker had died, and then I just gave them a test tube, and it took them 5 minutes to go from the nest to the test tube. I don't know why. They just weren't happy in the nest or something. So now they're living in a test tube setup, and hopefully they can recover. So it is pretty sad that, yeah, it is probably my favorite colony just because they're so cool to look at, with them going out and grabbing the mealworms and then dragging the mealworms home to the nest. But yeah, that's just too sad about the Cockerelli. So actually all my colonies that are exotic are actually doing pretty bad right now, so that's probably not a good reputation for me keeping exotics. But that's how it is in ant keeping sometimes. My Camponotus freudianus also had some problems with laying eggs and then eating the eggs, and then laying eggs and then eating the eggs once again. So I've also decided to move them into a test tube setup and see if that works. And for now, I think it's a bit better than before. So yeah. Okay, so going back to the questions, going a little bit up. Do you have a Alicia's flowers colony? Yes, I do have a Alicia's flowers colony. A 5 queen colony. And I will do an update, as you probably heard before, next Sunday. Else there's 3 videos on them already, so go check that out. I also mentioned them in the hibernation update 3 weeks ago or something, so yeah, go check it out if you want. What do we have? Let's see. I love leaf cutters. Yeah, I love them too. Ants Jr. says, I love leaf cutters. Can't wait to see them in the great setup build. So yeah, I can't wait to see them either. In the summer, I'll try to get a 60 flowers colony. 60 queen flowers colony. If I find that many. As a content creator and as a influencer, I'm not sure that's a good idea, as flowers are known to not living more than 1 or 2 queens together. I still have a lot of people saying that my 5 queen colonies, my 5 queen colony will kill each other, so it's down to 1 queen. So well, I'm pretty sure that 60 queens won't go together, but yeah. What do we have? Minigun says some honey can have pesticides, and that's talking to the honey disaster I had, and I don't know what happened. I had fed them the same honey for half a year, so I think it's just gotten old, the honey or something. So I just threw it in the trash, bought a new one, and I haven't had any dead workers since that. So I think it was just something with the honey. So going down, we have some new questions, and we have 17 people watching. Hello everyone. I'm just a little bit behind in answering comments because I talk too much. So I'm just a bit up in the comments and answering questions. So if you have any questions, just leave them, because hopefully I'll see them. But what do we have? Ants Norway, my man. Oh, it's not to Ants Norway. Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit behind. Yeah, and yeah, Antscapes. My fingers are crossed. I hope all my colonies survive. But that is how it is with ant keeping. Something I didn't really realize when I initially started was getting one queen or one colony from one store is actually not that normal. Normally you get like 3 to 5 colonies, because it is very often that some of the colonies dies, and that's something I didn't really know in the past. So I am expecting to get a Mesobarbarus colony sometime this year, so maybe I should get 3 Mesobarbarus just to be sure. I don't know, ants are pretty weird, and queens are even weirder. So, Ants Jr. says, what's your opinion on leafcutter ants? I think they are brilliant. I can't wait to get my hands on some, because yeah, I just love seeing them forage. And now I have this ant room, so I could in theory, when the colony grows large enough, have the ants walk up here. Couldn't that be cool? I mean, couldn't that be cool to have? I haven't thought of that before right now. To have like an outwall here, and then the ants would crawl in the background and go down and pick up leaves. Oh, that would be so brilliant for the videos. Yeah, but yeah, I love leaf cutters. So we have a little bit of a more serious question from my man, the urban ant keeper. So, what inspired you to start ant keeping? Well, of course, Antscanada inspired me, and the camera is out of focus. Hello, I'm right here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, old webcam I'm using, and it's not that good, so it will go a bit in and out of focus. That's how it is. Yeah, what inspired me to start ant keeping? I don't know. I just think I saw queens. I've watched Antscanada for a lot of years, and I don't know. He inspired me to start keeping ants, and I'm not sure. I just loved the thought of keeping ants, and every time I saw queens, I was so disappointed that I didn't get any queens. So someday I just decided, you know, now's the day. I will start keeping ants, and I'll check it out and see if it's something that's as brilliant as YouTubers make it see. And well, it is both as amazing as YouTubers make it look, but it's also a lot more patience than YouTubers really say, except for they say patience, 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 but patience is 2 things when you hear it and in reality. But yeah, Antscanada inspired me, and he also inspired me to make YouTube. To be honest, I'm not sure I'll keep ants and not make YouTube about it on the same time, just because I'm not sure. I just the whole point of me keeping ants is to look at them and to see them grow, and in my mind also record them, because then in like a year I can look at the Alicia Snyder experiment and think, damn, they grew from that to that. So I don't think I'll stop making YouTube. This isn't even the question, I'm just talking. So I don't think I'll stop keeping ants. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, I'm a little bit behind the question, so I'll just go to a new question. Damn. And Happy Ant UK, hello you. They will recover in a warmer. They will recover now. Yeah, warmer weather is coming. Yeah, so my exotic ants are just not doing too well. They are on a heat mat, but I'm just so scared of putting them on a heat mat when they're in the test tube. So I don't think they get enough heat, because I don't want to boil them. But yeah, together with the hotter, warmer weather coming to Denmark, it is a lot easier to. Yeah, right now it's 23 degrees in here, so that is a little bit lower than what they need. So if they are just a little bit on a heat mat, it should be perfect. But then again, when I'm not in the ant room, it is only around 20 degrees, so my computer is warming up quite a lot. So yeah, hopefully the warmer weather will help. So I have a 5 queen with 300 workers. Okay, so you have a 5 queen colony with 300 workers, and you have had that for 2 years. Is Pavel who sets us that. And it started with 3 queens. Oh no, it started with 5 queens, and it's still 5 queens, or what? Just answer when. Yeah, I'm a bit behind, but yeah. We have another. Resco also has a 5. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. I'm just not good with names. I have a dyslexia, so yeah, my names probably won't be completely correct. But Resco's also got a 5 queen colony. How old is that colony, and how many works? Interested in knowing that? Hello to Ant's Hood. I don't know if you're still here, but hello to you. I'm a little bit behind. And how are the fire ants doing? So, another one of my colonies that isn't doing too well. I don't know quite to say it. I'm having a major mold problem right now, and I am in contact with high-tech ants in getting some big nest for them to be evacuated out of the mold problem, because I don't know. It's the hot temperature in the room has suddenly made it the correct or the perfect environment for mold growth, and I didn't really see it before it started on the it started growing on the glass, and I just kind of looked at it and thought of what I could do. And then suddenly I realized that on the back side of the formicarium, it is just pretty much one big mold growth, so it's really not good with the fire ants. I'm not sure how much it affects them, because they still seem very happy and they are still eating and all of that, but I will definitely try to evacuate them as soon as I get my nest. And I may even do something, can't name, Ant Luxembourg, he's always streaming his colonies, so I may do a live stream just showing them, moving them into the nest, and hopefully being evacuated into the nest. But yeah, that's for the future. But sadly, the formicarium isn't doing too well, but I can see the workers carrying around brood, so I think the colony is doing okay, but I'll still try to evacuate them because it is out of hand. I didn't think the problem was as big as it was. I just thought it was a little mold patch around this size, but then on this side it's around this size, and it's just pretty much one big mold. So it's, yeah, not too well. I have also stopped watering them, so it's pretty minimal. And then again, I don't want to stop watering them before I get the nest, so hopefully I can rescue them pretty soon. So a little bit behind the questions once again. Yeah, Antscapes, I would love to get a Mesobarbarus colony, because yeah, I can see that you love them as well, and they are so amazing. Yeah. Oh damn, we have a lot of comments. I'm really behind. So favorite ant-related content creator. I think Ants Australia is my number 1, and then Antscanada is probably my number 2. And my friend Aesthetic Ants is actually growing really well on me, and his videos are getting better and better in the quality department. So I think he will be my 3rd favorite creator, just because every time I see his videos, I have like, I don't know, I think I watch around 2 hours of YouTube every day, and Aesthetic Ants is always on the top of my watch later list. So he's definitely one of my favorite ant YouTubers, together with together with Antscanada and Ants Australia, but they are both pretty inactive. So what type of leaf cutters are you getting? So I'm getting Acromyrmex, though Anstavy Male may sell Ada instead, and I may change to Ada, but I am currently not sure. What inspired? Okay, so Hufflefluffer, you're the pranky one. He's my brother. What inspired you to start ant keeping on YouTube? And I just said it like 5 minutes ago, but it was Antscanada inspired me, or at least, I'm not sure he inspired me, but he got me in the hobby, or in the YouTube part of the hobby. And then I watched more and more videos on YouTubers, and more YouTubers popped up, and I just realized how amazing ant keeping was. And I think Antscanada is the one who inspired me to figure out that there was an ant hobby, but I think it's Antscanada and all of these other smaller creators that inspired me to get into the hobby. So I'll just go a little bit about what's your opinion about Antscanada. I mean, I like him. I like these videos, but he's not my favorite ant keeper. Let's just put it in that way. I don't really. His videos are a little bit just. I don't know. I love the old Antscanada with tutorials like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, Antscanada. I loved him then, but he's not really my favorite ant YouTuber, though I watched all of his videos still. So favorite. I'm just saying the questions. If people want the names, I'm sorry. Favorite YouTuber who is not ant related? No idea. I mean, I watch gaming videos. I watch PewDiePie. I watch science videos. I don't know. I watch Formula 1 videos, and I watch a lot of Formula 1 YouTubers. I watch gaming and a lot of gaming, and just facts and stuff like that. And I'm not sure. I have like 10 favorite YouTubers, but I can't really mention them right now because, well, I need to see their names because I only remember the pictures, not real their names. So going a little bit down, ant keeping is every bit as great as YouTuber made them seem. Yeah, I guess that's a way of thinking. That's right. I always try to show the dark side of ant keeping together with the bright side. Like, I will do an update on my Floridanus, which just isn't doing well, and the Coccorellium, which had a massive die-off, and of course the fire ants, which aren't doing that well, or they are in the mold. And like I would love to try to show the realistic side of ant keeping, just because it isn't as perfect as Antscanada may seem. May say it is, because often it's really hard for your colonies to start. As soon as they have like 50 to 100 workers, they'll just explode numbers, and they need a really big crisis before anything will happen to them. But before they have like 50 workers, they can die of just stress. So yeah, let's see. It's kind of sad that I ordered them as a Barber's Queen, and for some reason the company didn't put a heat pack in the package. During that time it was minus 20 degrees Celsius outside and the queen died. Oh, insects boy, I am sad to hear that. Though most ant stores like Ants Davy, he has a queen has to survive, I think. So if the queen doesn't survive, he'll just send a new one. And that's why if people ask me what ant stores I would recommend, I only recommend the people I trust and the people I have used before. And that's also why I don't have a leaf cutter today, because I could easily go out and find a random person selling a random leaf cutter colony. But I want the people that I can trust, or I want stuff from the people I trust. So that's why I mainly just use Ants Davy. And though recently I also started using Ants HQ. But in general, I don't really buy that many ants. Well, then again, I do. Well, yeah. Do you have any experience with parasitic species? Well, I have had 2 queens die. I got a parasitic queen the first year I started ant keeping without really knowing what it was, and she sadly died. And then last year I got a new queen, and I made a video about that because she was actually doing really well, and she had accepted some workers. And I think she had even started laying some eggs, and then she popped around and was dead. So I'll try it this year, of course, once again, because she was really interesting to observe, and it was really interesting to give her eggs and larvae and see how she reacted. So I will definitely try to do that once again, because last year, I even though she died, it was a major success in my head, because she did accept the eggs and workers, and she did raise a few before she popped around dead. Okay, so Ant Slovakia, what's your favorite ant species? I have no idea, to be honest. I have always thought leafcutters, but the thing is also people ask me your favorite ant colony you currently have, and it's like every time I sit and look in the camera like this and just sit and look at them for hours, and then after that edit for hours, and then edit some more, and then put it on YouTube, that colony has just become my favorite colony and my favorite ant because I have observed them so much. So right now I love Malaysia's Flavors colony because that's the colony that'll be in the next video. And I have looked at them so much and fed them and recorded them, and I just love them. And then I will forget about them next week when I do the Malaysia Snyder experiment, and then I love my Malaysia Snyders. So that, I don't know if anyone else have it like that, but that's definitely my thoughts. So hello to Imperial Dan, long time no seen. Hufflepuff favorite anteater species? Not sure, to be honest. Imperial Dan. Oh damn! What just? Oh, so I just hit a little bit down. What's your favorite small ant creator? And Junior. Questions from Ant Junior. And I don't know, to be honest. I just kind of look at the different creators and see them. In my eyes, it's definitely more important to do some good quality, or not like expensive quality, but like, I don't know. I guess I don't really have a favorite small creator. It would probably be the Urban Antkeeper. I love him. He has some great videos, but I don't think you consider him small, as he has. I think he has 300 subscribers, so I don't know if that's small. But he's probably my favorite small Antkeeper and YouTuber. Yeah. So, some more questions. I'll just look. Yeah, get ADA over acromyrmex. It's much easier. It's funny, I've heard the exact opposite. I've heard acromyrmex can adjust a bit more to like 80 to 100% humidity, where ADA needs like 95 to 100. Not sure. That's just, yeah, not sure. So, what's your favorite ant species with majors? Well, I would say Mesobarbarus, but I think it might be Camponotus herculinus, just because I saw them in the wild and they were so beautiful and so gigantic that I just wanted to keep them. So I can't wait for my Camponotus herculinus colony to start growing and get majors, because they're so giant, and yeah, can't wait to get that. Let's just... Hufflepuff is really enjoying himself with 9k subs. Welcome back, and Warriors. Antscanada is bad. Yeah, I mean Antscanada, he gets a lot of people into the hobby, but he doesn't really show the real side of the hobby. But I mean, I think pretty much all of you out there watching this video wouldn't sit on my channel if it wasn't for Antscanada sometimes in the past, because he gets a lot of people into the hobby, and the people who really like the hobby then finds the real creators and the people who show the real side of ant keeping. And I just need to get a little bit of water, so you gotta stay hydrated. What colony would you recommend for a beginner? I'm gonna go all boring out and say, if you're from Europe, get Alicia Snyder. They are good size for viewing. They're not too small and they're not too big. They grow fairly fast, and you can be pretty. You can push the test tube around by mistake, of course, without them dying over stress. And it's just, in general, they can handle a little bit more than like some sensitive colonies like Coccorelli and other colonies. So I'm gonna go the old boring way and say Alicia Snyder is a great beginner species. Also because there are so many queens in the summer, so you can get 10 colonies, and well, if you get 10 Camponotus queens, I think one of them may be great, maybe two of them, but if you get 10 Alicia Snyders, half of them, even more than that, can be great colonies. So yeah. When will we discover ants on Mars? I'm not sure, Hufflepuff. He has... Oh, I'm not sure. I just have to check something. No, okay, nothing. When will you sponsor Formula One team? Well, I have thought about it, Holleufer, but I think it's a little bit out of my price. It's just I think it's a bit too expensive. I know, like a small commercial costs like millions of euros yearly. So, not millions, but hundreds of thousands of euros. So I think that's a little bit, too much for me. Yeah, so my we have a question that says, I guess your Floridanus brood isn't too developing, is it? I'm not quite sure. It's now in a test tube, and I have put a mini outworld, like this big of an outworld in there, so I don't disturb them at all. Last time I looked, she had brood, but I don't want to disturb them at all because I just don't want to see the eggs go missing. So right now I am dreaming that we have larvae instead of eggs, but if I go over and check, it may be gone. I can't say. But yeah, it doesn't seem like the brood is developing. They had some eggs that went into the larvae stage, and then they ate them. So yeah. Just looking a little bit. Tachyon myrmex are not easier than fungus growing. Are not the. Not sure what that says. Yeah, you can't hate on Antscanada too much, as he has made the hobby expand massively. Exactly, like when I found out he had a channel, he had like 500,000 subscribers, maybe even less. Today he has over 4 million, so 4 million more people have joined the hobby due to him, or at least gotten knowledge of the hobby, and maybe 10 million people have gotten knowledge of the hobby because of him. So I'm not really in his video style making, but I'm glad he is here because he has made me stand right here. Yeah, funny. What do we have? Some more questions. Hello to Ant Hill, Spain, my Spanish fellow. I don't have Google Translate with me, so I can't talk Spanish right now. Sorry, you gotta get it the English way. What is your favorite native species? So my favorite native species, not sure. I don't know, because the only native species I've really seen are Snyders and Formica fusca? No, not fusca, Formica rufa in the wild. And I mean, they're cool, but I can't keep them, so they can't really be my favorite species because I can't observe them. But I think just the thing that Camponotus herculinus is a colony that can thrive in Denmark is probably my favorite species, just because they're such a large ant, and even though they can survive the harsh Danish weather, and they can still survive, and in general I don't think the UK don't even have a single Camponotus species, so that's how lucky we are here in Denmark. So I think that's probably my favorite native species without really being too sure. Do you like yogurt? I was about to say the Danish yogurt. Yogurt. I don't really drink it too much because I can drink a liter of it, but then I don't like it for half a year, and then I can drink a little bit again. So yeah, it's all right. I could survive on it if I had to. Does 100% humidity mean you keep them in water? No, it doesn't. It's a really high humidity. Sometimes in Japan and stuff like that. I was in Japan a few years ago, and they had 100% humidity, and you were just wet. You were walking around in the hot weather, and you were just wet. I mean, your arms were wet. Everything was wet, but it wasn't raining. It was sunny, but it's just humidity that high just makes everything wet. And that's the good thing about leaf cutters, because they need everything to be so high that it's pretty much wet without being watery. Yeah. What do we have? They're expensive to buy in the UK. I'm guessing you're referring to leaf cutters, and yeah, they are. I'm not sure. Yeah, Antscanada is currently doing the thing where he kind of finds a new species that is not new at all and says, is this new? I guess I'll take 5 workers and send it to a lab, where the lab then comes back and says it isn't a new species. And I mean, I don't like his style, but I mean, it is brilliant to make videos because he gets people into the hobby, and I don't think I want to talk anymore about Antscanada. He's a good guy. At least he has made some good videos in the past. Mimesia are expensive. Yeah, Mimesia, they are really expensive, but they have to be shipped from Australia, so I guess that's pretty expensive. And they have to be heated because Mimesia don't really like cold at all. And I need some water once again. So we still have 18 people watching, so hello everyone, if you are not here when I said hello last time. Just if you haven't heard, just ask some questions. I am a little bit behind. I am currently at the favorite Halo game, because me and my brother plays a lot of Halo at the moment, and I'm not sure. I really like Halo 4. I just like the style of the weapons, and that's the only game I haven't really overplayed in my life. SJL Music asked, what country do you live in? I'm Danish, and we have a big E from Imperial Dan. I can just see in the future of these comments. Yeah, right there. So, listening from India, USA. Sorry, I'm late. Indiana, USA. No problem. What's time is that over there? It must be like, I think US is in the past, so it must be like, I don't know, 10 o'clock. If I'm random guess, that must be pretty close, I think. But damn, welcome to the stream. I have currently, I think 10% of all my viewers are from America, so you're one of the 10. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's, yeah. Samuel756 says, I have a Mesobarbarus colony. I am keeping them at room temperature. Will they do okay at room temperature? Yeah, Mesobarbarus like 20 to 30, 20 to 28, I think. So if you just keep them in 20 degrees, that's just fine. Of course, they are one of the species that if they come from Africa, they live in a lot hotter climate and they grow faster. So you could heat them up. Be careful with heating them, but you could heat them up to, well, get the growth to be a little bit faster. I had a Mesobarbarus colony, which turned out really bad. Some of you may have seen it. And I tried to move them from one nest to another by heating up the old nest, because I wanted to like kind of heat them out without too much heating out. And they enjoyed the heat, so I ended up heating up the new nest, and then they moved into the new nest because they liked the heat. So if you ever need to move them, you can check it out if they prefer a little bit of heat by making the new nest seem a little bit hotter. Just some thoughts. I can see on the updated side that Aesthetics Ants have joined, so... Oh, he may have... Oh, damn, something I haven't really realized. Oh, no, nothing. So, hello to Aesthetic Ants. Nice video you made. Yeah, I just got to check it out before the stream started. And I also shouted you out early in the stream, so you have to watch it now. What do we have? So what made you get into ant keeping? I have answered that 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, so I'm not gonna answer it 20 times in the stream. But what's your favorite? What's your favorite? What's my ant's favorite food? I gave them some frozen fruit flies the other day. I have given them over like a month or two, and I'm now run out. I don't have any more stock of that, and they loved them. So I'm definitely gonna buy some more frozen fruit flies. I just kind of bought it for fun, but they were really happy to eat it. So I'll definitely get some more frozen fruit flies. Normally I'm just feeding mealworms, but the thing is, with a fruit fly, they can eat the entire body except the wings. So instead of them having to hollow out a fruit fly, it is a lot easier for them to just hollow out a mealworm. It is a lot easier for them to just eat the whole fruit fly. So I think that's my favorite food, even though I don't really give it, so that's something I should probably do. Hufflepuff is making some funny jokes. And yeah, here we had Ecstatic Ants who joined the stream. He forgot about it. God damn it. Too busy being late on his videos, I guess. No, hello to you, even though I have said hello already. What do we have? Some more. Yeah, I use Streamlabs now because you recommended it. And yesterday I tried to use this Streamlabs. And it went so wrong. I just couldn't figure out how to get these comments over here to work. And I just couldn't test it out. And I was really mad because I couldn't test it out because I had to do a public stream. And I just wanted to do it private. And yeah, at last I figured out that I just was pretty stupid. But yeah. So, well, here Imperial Dance says, have you ever seen or dealt with invasive ants? To my knowledge, no. I don't think we really have any invasive ants in Denmark. So, yeah, I'm gonna say no. How's your Myrmica doing? Well, I talked a little bit about that not too long ago. They're not doing too well. They have a big mold problem, and hopefully I can get some nest for them to move into pretty soon, and I'll of course make a whole video about that. But they have, yeah, a lot of mold, but you can hear the live stream when it's done if you want the full story. So Ecstatic Ant says he's a big fan of my brother's gaming channel, and what he doesn't know is like Hufflepuff. He has, we have made videos for my whole life pretty much. One of his first videos, and it isn't even his first videos. Today he only have like one public video, but I'm not sure he has 300 videos or 400. And we have made Minecraft YouTube, GTA YouTube, all kind of gaming videos in the past. But he has decided to hide them all. Very, very sad. So it is 12 p.m. So when I said, well, wait, p.m. 12 p.m. Yeah, okay, so when I said 10 a.m. it's not too wrong. Okay, so that's something. My favorite book, Hufflepuff, I don't really read, though I have started hearing audiobooks, and I enjoyed hearing Harry Potter. I have only seen the movies, and it was quite fun to get some more details from the books. So, some more questions. And by UK official, hello to you. Well, I had said I said hello before. What are your future plans with the podcast collaboration with the Colonialist and Ants Hood and My Living Wild Ants? Well, we're all pretty busy, but we should. We have a podcast made. Episode 3 have been made. It's just, well, I'm pretty busy, and JB is pretty busy. We're all pretty busy, so I'm not sure. We are still trying to make the podcast, though it is kind of hard with all of us being adults and working. So yeah, but we definitely want to keep it going. We're also thinking of making a big experiment with 10 YouTubers and just all the people we can get to check out some different Snyder stats, like hibernation. How much does it like ruin your colony if we hibernate 5 colonies and 5 colonies doesn't get hibernated? What's the difference? And if we have 10 different YouTubers doing it and all the viewers doing it, we can do a really nice experiment. So we have some big collaboration ideas, but the podcast is currently on hold due to us being busy. I'm learning a lot from each stream. Well, Hufflepuff, I bet you need to watch all the videos. I'm already being a little bit tired. I'm not ending the stream at all, but I can feel my head is already being a little bit spinning around. A lot of talking in 45 minutes now. I bought loads of Camponotus colonies. Pretty cool. Pretty recent. And hopefully I'll be able to buy some color, I don't know, from Ants HQ and Campinotus Barbaris. Well, just be careful with not buying too many colonies, because you need to take the time to think about when they grow, they'll need more space. So in like 2 years time, will you have room for that many colonies? Just don't buy too much. Are you getting any more ant colonies? So with me saying don't buy too many colonies, yeah, I'm getting some more ant colonies, but not right now. But in this year I have plans on Mesobarbarus, maybe Formica Fusca, I'm not sure, and the leaf cutters from Ants Davy. Those three are definitely something I'm looking forward to getting. At least Formica Mesobarbarus and leaf cutters. That's definitely something I'll get this year. But maybe some more, I'm not sure. So what do we have? So favorite video game? Well, Hufflepuff, as we play a lot of Halo together. I think my favorite video game is probably Halo, and then Call of Duty, and then I don't know, Minecraft, GTA. Not too sure. I also Formula 1. I don't know. I don't really play that many video games anymore, as I'm too old. I'm not too old, but with making YouTube videos and working and having time with my girlfriend, I don't really have that much time to play video games. So I kind of just play one game a lot, and that's currently Halo. So my favorite game is right now definitely Halo, but it is kind of what I play at the time. Half a year ago I would definitely say Call of Duty, as that was what I played a lot half a year ago. Do a face reveal at 1,000 subscribers. I will think about it. Definitely. So some more questions. Would you ever keep the real fire ants? So Solenopsis inverta or something, I think they are called. To be honest, I don't think so. Like I said before, it takes a lot of time and room for colonies that when they grow big, and Solenopsis grow crazy big and crazy fast. And I'm not sure. I just kind of like my ants that I just have to feed once a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and just kind of look at them. And Solenopsis, I think you need a bit more time to look at them and like feed them and take care of them. Also because they are escape artists, so they will always try to escape. And I don't know. Maybe, but at the moment I don't think I will keep real fire ants. You can be a bit Swedish, right? Well, I can say some Danish word with made up Swedish accent. So I don't know. I can't understand Swedish or Norwegian. I don't know what the language is called in English. I don't know. I can understand a little bit of Swedish, not too much, but I definitely can't talk it except when I'm joking. Who's the better looking brother? Definitely me. I don't know. Yeah, at least I have hair. I saw that over at the updated part of the stream. So yeah, definitely. With my hair, definitely the prettier brother. Well, I think there are 1 invasive species in Denmark, and that is an ant species I don't know. So maybe, not sure. Will you buy a new Mesobarbarus colony? Yes, I will. I have already talked a little bit with Ants Davy. He currently only have colonies with eggs, and I don't want to get colonies with only eggs, because it will stress the queen a lot if she has to be traveled alone. She will probably eat the eggs, and I would much rather have a colony with 5 workers, because together they can unstress each other, and just in general it isn't that good shipping a queen alone, rather than if she has a few eggs, so a few workers. So yeah, I am currently just waiting for Antscanada to tell me that the Metabarbaros have workers. Or not, I'm not waiting, I'm just asking him. I'm asking him here and there to check up how far the development is. Okay. When is the Colonial Antcast? JB is currently editing it, but I'm not sure, to be honest. It can be tomorrow, it can be in a month. But I definitely think I should take the next. I think I shall take the episode 4, as I haven't edited any of the other podcasts, and I may be the guy with the most time at the moment. I'm not sure. So, what do we have? Oh yeah, that's great, Mrs. Hufflepuff. Harry Potter is some nice books. The first 3 books of Harry Potter is pretty much the same as the movies, with minor details, but from episode goodbye, we have some people leaving, so goodbye and by UK official. You'll say goodbye in a long time over at the non-updated chat. So yeah, Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, and 4 I think are pretty much the same as the movies, but the last 4 or 3 are really amazing compared to the movies, because you get more details in the whole scenery and everything. So yeah. So I recently bought 2 Krieger Master or something colonies with 50 workers, £7 each, or euros, €7 each. Metabarbaros, €3, really cheap, and they are growing well. Well, congratulations to you, Pavel. You have a lot of ants, don't you? It seems like you have a lot of ants. And yeah, ecstatic ants. He did mention it before, but yeah, I don't know. Hello again, Ants Junior. Isn't this the second time you're back, or am I completely wrong? What is your streaming schedule from Hufflepuff? I'm not sure what he means with that. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing one stream every month on like a Wednesday or something. But currently I'm doing live streams whenever I don't feel like I have time to make videos, or whenever I want a break. Like this week I just didn't really want to push the Latest Flowers Colony video. So I decided, I'm gonna take a week off, which has been really difficult for me because I just keep thinking I need to make videos. But yeah, it's been really weird just to have a week off. So yeah, I think maybe currently it's just streaming whenever I don't want to make a video, but it may just be a regular Wednesday thing every month or something, because it's nice to talk with you all, if you of course like it as well. What do we have? Master Chief or Orbiter? It's a Halo question once again. I love Orbiter, but I think Master Chief, even though I have Orbiter in the background, but that's just because I haven't been able to find any Master Chiefs dolls or whatever it's called. Damn, you have to put the delay extra long. Not sure. Yeah, no. Not gonna think about that. At one point he was more than 10 minutes behind. Okay, guys, I'm just talking. I mean, I'm just talking. So yeah, I think I'm pretty. Yeah, I don't know. You can set the latency from ultra low, within it's like 5 to 10 seconds. The problem isn't that the problem isn't that the stream is late. It's just I'm too slow at answering your questions. So instead of seeing all the new comments, instead of seeing this comment, I have just scrolled up, so I see this comment, and from up, and then I slowly scroll down to get all the new comments. So it isn't because the stream is late. I just think it's because I'm behind. But ecstatic ants, he won't hear that because he's already left. So goodbye, ecstatic ants. So yeah, I'm still really far behind. Favorite Harry Potter book and character? I'm not sure. I think my favorite book is definitely 6 or 7, maybe 7, just because I like the 7th book. Not sure about the character. Favorite animal species? Cat versus ants versus something. I think ants are definitely the animals I love observing the most. And then I mean I have cats. And cats are very nice because you can have good times with them without really needing too much to do with them compared to... I love dogs, but you have to walk them 3 to 4 times a day to give the optimal life for them. And they take a lot of time. I'm not sure. I love all animals. I'm not sure. I'm really good at answering all these questions. I can just feel it. So wait, oh, something happened. I'm officially not behind anymore. I have the first new things right now. Do you like pavement ants? If I'm not too wrong, they are flowers. Without being too sure if they are flowers, I like flowers. A bit small, but I like them. If they aren't pavement ants, wait, they might be Tetrarium, something like that. I'm not sure. So I can't say for sure. What should I feed Metabarbarous colony that doesn't have majors yet? Well, you can still try to feed them small seeds, because they are, like, I think they need 70% seeds and like 20 or 10% protein. So you just gotta get some smaller seeds and just see if they can carry it, because if they can carry it home to the nest, they can't break it open, even though they don't have majors. It's just harder for them, but they can still do the task. I think small seeds, yeah, okay, you answered it right below. Do you have a Camponotus Vegas colony? No, that was one of the colonies I had last year that I couldn't really figure out how to take care of. I ended with moving them into a nest way too soon, and yeah. I did a lot of things last year I shouldn't have done, and my Vegas and my Metabarbarous was definitely 2 of them. So, I love Tetrarium. Yeah, okay, they are Tetrarium. I was pretty sure that the pavement ants were Tetrarium. Well, I don't really know the species. I've only seen a few videos on them online, so I can't really say if I like them or not. Favorite moment in this stream? Definitely when I realized if I had leaf cutters, they could stand right here. That was a great moment from this stream. So you have to watch the whole hour to figure out when that happened. I'll probably come by and check you out later, but bye for now. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. Favorite movie? I need some water. For a lot of years, I would definitely say Rush. It's a Formula 1 movie, and it's really great. But then again, I don't know. For a lot of years, I would just have, yeah. The past, like many years, I would have definitely have said Rush. But I also really like the Harry Potter franchise. At least I like the last, like, 6, 7, 8. I like those movies. I don't really like... Oh, 4, 6, 7, 8. Those are some of the movies I really like. I don't know. It's a tough question. Currently, I don't really have a favorite movie at the moment. I also really like the Queen movie, Bohemian Rhapsody, something. I've never really heard Queen, but I love the story, and now I've started to hear them once again. Okay, I'll try chia and grass seeds. Yeah, grass seeds, that's something I use, and they loved it, and I can see from many people online that the chia seeds are something that they also really love, so yeah, definitely try that. Sorry for that. I have 36 colonies and 12 species. Damn, Pavel. That's a lot of colonies. I hope you have room for all of them. By the way, I haven't made my hair today. It's just kind of the natural way it is. So yeah, that's why it looks a little bit weird. Damn, 36 colonies and only 12 species. Okay, so we have a lot of the same colonies then. But then again, I have like 5 Lasius nitros, so I can't really tell. What food does Camponotus Vegas like? Mine loved mealworms in a good, like, if you have a mealworm and chop it up like 4 times, it's big enough for them to be able to drag it into the test tube or whatever, wherever they live. So that's the boring answer, I know. But mine loved hunting and apple and mealworms, pretty much. So, sorry for GG dinner. We have another guy going to dinner. I need to do these streams earlier, I can feel. Yeah, I also had to rush my dinner to eat it before the stream, so yeah. So, getting a little bit great turnout for your live chat, matey. Well done. Well, thank you. I was actually really impressed. Right now we have 10 people, and that was kind of what I expected, but we did have 20 people. I don't know if we hit 21, but we hit 20, so that's great in my eyes. And we have Queen XI joining, so hello to you. Welcome to the stream. We are 1 hour in, so there's a lot of material to rewatch if you feel like it. For the first time I have the comments, so people rewatching the stream can actually get a feel of what's going on. They haven't really been able to the last time, but yeah. Least favorite ant species. Don't know. Currently I don't really have a least favorite, just because I love ants in general. So yeah, I'm not sure. Though I think Solenopsis, Invader, and Inverter, and whatever they're called, are really overhyped, and a lot of people get them, and they are invasive, and they can't really control them. And people are just like, you gotta get the colony Antscanada have because they're amazing. And then we have like a rookie that haven't have any ants before getting that colony, and they are going crazy, and they end up giving up on them. So the hype around Solenopsis, the fire ant that Antscanada have, are definitely the least favorite hype I know. There's a lot of hype around Mesobarbarus, and they are amazing. I don't know about the Solenopsis because that's probably my least favorite ant species. Just at least the thought of keeping them, or a rookie keeping them, is definitely my least favorite. So how old are you? How are you? I am good. I'm a little bit tired in my throat, and I need to drink some water again. But I'm good. I mean, I would have had a little bit more weekend. I have to go get up at work at 4:45 a.m. tomorrow, and then I have to work for some hours. But yeah, that's the adult life. But I am good. I'm just a little bit tired. So, do you like Formica rufa ants? Yeah, they are amazing. For those who don't know Formica rufa, they are some of the ants who build like this tall of a nest in the wild, like 1 to 2 meters tall. They are really cool, and they are nice. They are cool to observe. At least if you don't step on them, because I have a few nests I know, and the camera doesn't want to focus. I know a few nests, and every time I look at them, I can just, they are like 5 meters away, and if I look down, there are ants everywhere. So we have Hufflefluffer leaving. I don't know if he left or he said goodbye to another. Goodbye to you if it is. See you in another stream or in real life. Nice having you here. I'm a little bit behind, I can see. But yeah, I like Formica rufa. It's sad that you can't really keep them. Or I don't know if you can keep them or not. Some places it's illegal to keep them or something like that. So yeah, I'm not sure. I like them at least. I like observing them. So I have 13 Malaysia Snyder colonies with 5 to 30 workers. Okay, so that's why you have so many colonies without having so many species. Understand? Will this stream be 24 hours long? No, it will be 30 minutes longer or something. Favorite band? Bring the Horizon or Youngblood. For a long time, my favorite band have been Guns N' Roses. Now it's turned a little bit. For the past 2 or 3 years, it has been Bring the Horizon. It's a pretty hardcore rock band, or it have been a pretty hardcore rock band. They are not that hardcore anymore. And they did a collaboration with Youngblood, and then I started hearing Youngblood, and I think he's the guy I've heard the most of for the past half year. So yeah, that's probably my favorite Youngblood, together with Bring the Horizon. How does it work? How does it work to buy ants from another continent? How do I buy honey pot ants in Europe? Well, if I just take the Ants Davy like a comparison, he has a guy who travels down and gets the colonies, and then he gets the colonies home on a plane where they are heated correctly and all of that, and then he takes care of them for a certain time, and then he sells them in Europe. So I think he has a guy in Africa, I don't know, let's just say Africa, who has the ants. They talk a little bit together. Then he has a guy who goes down, pick them up. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if this is how Ants Davy does it, but that's how I imagine people does it. They have a seller in Africa. They have a guy who goes over and takes them up, or maybe they're just shipped. And then the seller, the European seller, looks at them to make sure they are fine, keeps them for a few weeks to make sure that they still lay eggs and they still get workers, and then they ship them throughout Europe. So I can just see, I'm a little bit behind again. Ange Check has joined. You haven't missed the whole stream, you can still see a little bit of it. Hello to you. We have another one joined. Ants in Greenland, I have no idea, to be honest. I don't think, as it's a very harsh environment. But maybe you have, I can imagine ants living inside houses in Greenland if they have been imported. But I don't think so. No idea. Would you ever get other fire ant colony to join your fire ants? So European fire ants or Myrmica have a tendency to accept other colonies and queens and stuff like that. They're pretty social with also splitting up their colonies and stuff like that. I don't know everything, so I can't say for sure. But it does sound real that you can merge two colonies together. But I don't think I'll do this. Well, since my colonies is maybe in a bad state and I have to save them, the queens may have died and I may have to get some new queens and try it out, but hopefully they survive without needing any additional help. I will be getting this year, a colony I don't know, so that also sounds Well, Pavel, you are a very busy man or very busy person. I can't say if you're a man or girl. I would say man, but I'm not sure. So you're a very busy person with your ant keeping side. I can feel that already by talking a little bit with you. So nice. I don't know the species, so I can't really say. Theodore, my Formica queen just started to lay eggs again. Congratulations! I was so happy when I saw my Camponotus Herculinus colony. Took them out of hibernation. The larvae had survived. One worker had died, but next week she had already laid some new eggs. So that was brilliant for me. I'm looking at them every time I'm feeding them. And I'm just like, oh damn. So yeah, without stressing them too much, of course, because they are in the stress stage and I don't want to overstress them. Goodbye. Goodbye, I'm going to watch other videos from you. Well, thank you for joining, Stan. Please watch my other videos. There's quite a few after all. I think this might be my 97th or 96th video on the channel that is public. And I have 10 videos that aren't public, I think. So quite a lot of videos to watch if you want. I thought it was legal. Your life is long delay. Yeah, so as I talked about before, this stream isn't really that delayed. It's just I scroll up in the comments to find the old comments and not to skip anyone. So that's why I am really behind in reading the comments. But right now I am actually sped up with the comments. I have low battery, so goodbye. Apologies, you are yellow. Apologies, are you yellow? So goodbye. Okay, yellow crazy ass. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they should be pretty cool to observe then. Well, goodbye, Pavel. It's been nice talking with you and hearing all of your colonies. Next time, put your charger in. Nah, I'm just kidding. Goodbye for you. Goodbye to you. I need some water again. I can feel it in my throat. Will you ever do an ant room tour? So when I moved into this apartment like 4 months ago or something, and I did make a full room tour, though without my new lighting. I have some better lighting today, but I haven't done a room tour like 4 months ago or something. So it is on the channel if you want to watch. And I did just do an ant update on all my colonies. So together with those two, you have an ant room tour and all of my current ants. Would you ever keep yellow crazy ants? Again, I think they're a little bit like Solenopsis. They grow pretty fast, but then again, I get the feeling that they are a lot bigger without being too sure. Not sure. Currently, no. Currently, I don't think I'll keep them. So we have been live for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and for the first time, I will look at some of the questions I got on Instagram because I have finally seen all of my comments right now. Will you ever keep exotic ants? Well, I have 3 exotic ant colonies, so yes. I have Fidoli Pielli. I have a Fidoli Pielli colony, that's exotic. And then I have a Camponotus floridinus, that's also exotic. And then I have a Mesa Coccorelli. What are they called? Coccorelli? I can't remember what they're called. Coccorelli. Oh, damn, I have to look that up. Why can't I remember that? It's 2 seconds, I have to look at this. Why can't I remember the name? So they are called Novo Mesa Coccorelli, that's correct. So probably someone writing in the comment. So yeah, I keep 3 different exotic ants right now, saying that all of the three colonies are not doing too well. So it isn't really a good sign for me to keep more exotics, since they aren't doing too well. So out of all your colonies, which is your favorite colony? I did answer a little bit about this earlier. No problem. Maybe you didn't know I had exotics. No problems. So I have I answered a little bit of what my favorite colonies are early in the stream, but it is basically just my all-time favorite colony might be the Nova Mesa Coccorelli. I was just about to forget the name again. Just because they are so cool. Sadly, it isn't going too well with them after they lost half their worker ant size. So I have moved them into a test tube once again because I think it was a nest maybe or something. So they are not doing too well, but I think those are my all-time favorite. But in general, my favorite ants are the ones I'm recording. So I record a lot of Mesa, a lot of Alicia's flowers at the moment, and my voice is getting tired. So I record a lot of Alicia's flowers at the moment, and therefore I think those are my favorite colony at the moment. But it is kind of the colony I'm watching is my favorite colony because the colony I'm looking at every day, or not every day, but every recording session, and then I have to edit it and then do voiceovers and then watch the whole video when it's done and then put it on YouTube and watch it the next Sunday. And all that in total makes that the colony, my favorite colony, just because I love watching ants, and after looking at that one colony so much, I'm completely inside that colony, and therefore that's my favorite colony. But then the next week I take a new colony and start the whole process over. So therefore my favorite colony is most of the time just the colonies I'm observing and recording. in general, I don't really look that much at my ants because they're still all pretty much in their founding stages. So therefore I try not to disturb them. So yeah. So looking at some of the Instagram questions. How long have you been keeping ants? It's a question from Ant's Knowledge. Can't remember your YouTube name. I think I started in 2018, and then I did half a year something, and then I stopped keeping ants. A big mistake because I sadly took my colony and threw it out, and biggest mistake of my life in my ant side life. And then I started again early 2019, I think, early 2020. Early in 2019 I started keeping ants for real, and I've been kept since 2019. So the channel is 2 years old, 3 years old next month, I think. So what are you looking forward to? It's a question by Ant Hood says, what are you looking forward to most about? I'm looking over here instead. What are you looking forward to most about this upcoming season, such as plans for new ants and setups, etc.? Hello to Exotic Inland. Hello, welcome to the stream. I really just look forward to watching all of my colonies grow. I have a Campanodus curse. And I've been a bit shy to say it on YouTube because I haven't kept a single Campanodus colony and see the queen lay an egg and see the egg go from egg to worker. My Campanodus Vegas colony had a few cocoons when I got them. The cocoon hatched, and the next generation ended up dying because I wasn't doing too good. I have my Campanodus for a Danish colony. Their brood isn't developing. When they hit the larvae stage, they eat the larvae. Tried a few different things. Hopefully it is working right now, but I haven't looked at them. And my Campanodus Herculinus is the first Campanodus colony where I have really high hopes for them to go from egg to worker and break my whole Campanodus curse. So that's probably some of the things that's probably the thing I'm looking most forward to, is just getting rid of this damn Campanodus curse, because I am pretty tired of looking at my big amazing Campanodus ants and not seeing them grow. So in general it's just see my ants grow, because yeah, I like seeing them grow. So, and then I mean, also of course nuptial flights is always exciting with getting new colonies, like maybe a new Alicia Snyder experiment. You know a little bit about that, Ant Hood, but nothing official yet. So maybe that's something I'm also looking forward to. But what do we have? Theater things. I think Fidoli Noda colony would be great to keep. I should actually have gotten a Fidoli Noda colony when I got my Fidoli PL colony, but due to some problems, I was asked if I would like another Fidoli colony that was a bit bigger. There was some problems I had. I was getting the last colony of Ants HQ stock, I think, and that colony sadly had some problems or something. Not so any big problems. He had it just looked a little bit weird, so he would observe them a little bit, and then he asked if I would like another Fidoli colony or wait or get a refund. And after a little bit of consideration and research, I ended up getting a Fidoli PL colony instead. So I was actually meant to get a Fidoli Noda, but now I have a PL. But I ended up going from 3 to 6 queens, so that's always something. I love my Nodas. Yeah, Ant Hood, your Nodas are crazy. They are, together with your Nicobarensis, they're also pretty crazy. Not pretty, they are really crazy. I think it's that time of the year. I think it's the time of the year. I bet they'll pick up with the weather. Yeah, I hope they'll pick up with the weather. I'm guessing you're referring to my Floridanus. But yeah, I definitely think they will. I definitely hope they will pick up, because right now it's just yeah, a bit sad, to be honest. But they are now in a test tube, so hopefully that will help a little bit. I'm not sure. But guys, I think we are getting to the end of the stream. I'll just look at my questions from Instagram to see if there are any ones I haven't seen while if you have any questions, please ask them, because yeah, I'm getting a little bit out of having questions. I saw a question over here, but it's not over here. I don't quite understand. I have a Malaysia Snyder colony coming Monday. I can't wait. Well, congratulations, exotic ants. They are a great species. So good luck with you. Yeah, that's very nice. So any questions we haven't kept really? Let's see. When will you do a giveaway? It's a question from Instagram. Probably at 1,000. Haven't really looked into it at all. Are you planning on doing a platter? Let's see. So we have a question is if I'm planning on doing a multi-colony, multi-species vivarium. Currently not really thinking about it. I like the idea, but I know there's a lot of planning and making around a natural vivarium with more than one colony and different animals inside. And as my simple Mimicaruba colony isn't doing too well in there for Micarium, I think I need to figure out what went wrong with that first. So currently I'm not thinking of anything like that. What do we have? Theodore, congratulations of keeping ants for 1 year. I hope you have had some nice ant watching hours, and I hope it have been a good year. My 2020 wasn't exactly a good start with a lot of colony losses. In general, 2020 didn't really pick up before August. Up to August it was a pretty bad year for me, but it ended up pretty great. If you want to do a giveaway, give me always there with the humor, huh? Answered. So some more questions. How much water do I drink a day? About a liter? I'm not sure. Again, this is just some of the for fun questions from Instagram. What do we have? What does your roommate's parents feel about you having ants in their house? Well, my fiance loves. I think she likes me keeping ants because it's a great hobby for me. It takes a little bit too much time for her sometimes, I think. But I think in general she has nothing against keeping ants, and she likes hearing about them as well. And my other roommate, my fiance's little sister, haven't really ever said anything, but she is renting one of my rooms in my apartment, so I guess I had to kick her out if she didn't like it. I'm just kidding. But guys, I think it's about time to stop. I see a few questions. Any tips on Alicia Snyder? But before that, any last words from any of you? Just leave it now, because if the stream is half a minute behind, I'll pick up a bit later. So, any tips on Alicia Snyder's to help me? Well, of course you have to be really patient the first half year until you have a few workers. I mean, I look at my Alicia Snyder colonies 2 times a week, or actually 4 times. I feed them, and 2 days later I take it out, and 2 days later I feed them again, and then 2 days later I take it out. And that's kind of a good rhythm for them to get food all the time and not being too stressed. But I think if it's your first colony, you just have to really get to the knowledge of patience. But I'm not sure. Just don't stress them too much, because ants in general have a big tendency to be stressed. but else they are really nice species as they can eat everything pretty much, and in general they are pretty easy to keep. So, well, thanks for, Ant Hood says, well, thanks for taking the time to talk to all, buddy. Thank you for joining. I mean, if you didn't join, I would just, no, damn, wrong way. If you didn't join, I wouldn't have anybody to talk with, so thank you all for joining and being here. I mean, if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here either, and then I would just be sad maybe because I didn't have anybody to talk with about ants. Have a nice day. Yeah, have a nice day to you as well, Exotic Antland, even though it's pretty much evening, so maybe it's evening. I'm kidding, but yeah. Oh damn, she's coming with 70 to 80 workers. Okay, that's a large colony. Then I'm not sure with the tips. Then feed them a lot. If they are so large, just feed them. If they have a lot of brood, the more brood they have, the more you should feed them. I'm guessing if they have been shipped, the colony may have eaten all of their brood. So don't overfeed them from day one, but slowly step up the food as the brood starts to grow again. As if you overfeed them, the workers can get food poisoning because they are not meant to have protein food, meat food like that in their social stomachs. So don't overfeed them too soon. Just if they don't have that much brood, give them some time to get the brood, and the more brood they have, the more food you should give them. And with that being said, I think the water bottle is empty. My throat is not hurting, but it is, yeah, finished. Ant Hood, well, I got to go and face time with wife. Need to talk to her about feeding my ants. Yeah, my fiance doesn't want to feed my ants anymore. We had that big hunting disaster, and she was the one giving the hunting, so she keeps blaming herself on them all drowning in the honey, even though it was very clearly the hunting and not her fault. So she doesn't want to feed my ants anymore, which I have nothing against feeding them, but in general, when I have a lot of mess around with after I've moved colonies and stuff like that, she's very nice with help cleaning and making small tinfoil dishes for me to make food on and stuff like that. Okay, so I have 100 pupae. So it sounds like you have it pretty much under control, Exotic England. So yeah, the best of luck to your new colony. It is a lot larger than my colony. I think mine has around, my biggest Malaysia Snyder colony have around 30 workers each, but there should come an update on them 2 or 3 weeks time. I'm not quite sure at the moment, but pretty soon. But with that being said, I think it is time to stop the live stream. So it has been amazing to talk with all of you. We have had a lot of viewers. Currently we have 6, but throughout the stream we've had up to 20 people. So it's been really nice to talk with all of you. And I have a hiccup, I think. But yeah, it's been nice to talk with all of you. Our regular video should be out next Sunday again with the flowers. Sadly, it isn't too positive. I haven't started making it so it can be as positive as I make it, but they lost a lot of workers. So that's how it is. But with that being said, guys, when I say bye, this stream will either be 1 minute behind and then I talk like this and then the stream stops, or awkwardly talking too long. But it is time to leave the stream, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. I can see we have 20 likes, so that's brilliant. So, and if you haven't subscribed, give it a subscribe, share my channel, share my videos if you feel like anybody should join the Ant Holleufer community. I have often thought of if we should name you guys, the viewers. I know Antscanada have what's up, scavengers? Yeah, scavengers like that. I have often thought if we should do a name like that, but that's something for the future. With that being said, guys, Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye! And either this is awkward or it isn't in the stream, so I'll just wait 1 minute to be sure that's in the stream. So I have a candle right here, so pretty cool.